What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Christian. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
Btbtv. Christian, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah.
Yeah, right never now. Off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. Btbtv, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rushed the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
Btbtv. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Let's go, salute.
Yo, Bone. Show them how we do this, man. Btbtv. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. Btbtv.
One more time
for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like holocaust. Broadway, man, if you know,
there you know.
I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Y'all rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that.
Oh, she wrote.
Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, Btbtv.
The movement, man.
The movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown men got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, ain't you. Cuz just hit me on the line, say he up in the city, said Nick come through. He from Philadelphia, they're known as Philadelphia. They the fam, nothing new. I ain't got too much emotion to feel in for those trying to mess up my mood. From a place with a beef on fire, Camden East Side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime. We dropped dimes on all we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap. We rather lay flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is a zoo. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war and survive. And we done got bold with the vibe. But gang, all y'all tough, yeah, ride. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If you ain't king, don't pay us no mind. Cause we do not recognize dudes who are faking. We militant, we don't play online. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown man got like females, ooh.
Salute, Warren, much respect.
Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own man, do my own thing. I'm my own man, now I ain't you. I kill them with bars, I get them with truth. But they call me frivolous, ooh. I do not beef on computers. I am no fool.
Wax dog in the building,
like
salute.
every day I am on guard, but I cannot call. Who will who faking my crew? I just know the back door isn't heavy, so I keep my eyes on everything that I see move. Some call it rude, but I call it militant vibe. We do not smile, refuse to go back and forth on computers, and we are too smart to act like we don't notice. Some notice the flow is like Nas. Jada gave me the cosign, along with what's rhymes. So Craig said come back and see him when album's completed, and I'm gonna make it your time. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protected heavily, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine, believe. Don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protected heavily, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine, believe. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown man got like females.
New music coming from Chris John later on the day. We got that song. We got that song with Benny the Butcher for Btbtv. It will be out today.
Okay.
I'm gonna play it later, but whenever it comes out, I'm gonna do another show. But yo, man, we're gonna talk about right now. You heard the shit going on between Fat Joe and Liza Rios and Cuba Link and Charlie Rock LD, and then about the Big Pun Estate and the movie shit, right?
Yeah, it's getting real messy out there, Born. Real messy, bro.
Real messy, bro. But you know what the funny shit is, right? I was in touch with a few people before this happened, bro. Okay. And like I said, I even got a Big Pun story. I was gonna say for my interview with Hip Hop News Uncensored.
Okay.
And they interviewed me again Wednesday, so I'm supposed to say that for that. But you know what I'm saying? I got a Big Pun story back in '99.
Dang.
98 and 99, bro. Yeah. Fire, bro. I'm gonna put that shit out there. It was a funny story, you know what I'm saying? Everything was squashed at the end, but it was a funny story, you know what I mean? But you know, Big Pun was a wild boy.
He was. That boy was active, man. Yeah, man. He was definitely, you know, getting busy and you know, he was going at people left and right.
Any man take a pistol with his wife.
I saw that joint. That joint was crazy. He had like a tech or something like that. It was something crazy. You know what I'm saying? A Uzi or something. I seen that joint. Yeah, he's out of pocket.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. And people, I know people put it out there, but it was where she never said that about that in her interview. She really fell back from that shit. She was like, you know what I'm saying? She just talked about the domestic disputes they have.
Yeah.
Because of his past, the things he's been through, things of that nature.
True.
But coming through urban America, you know what I'm saying? No matter where you at, New York, Jersey, Philly, you know what I'm saying? Baltimore, Maryland, DC, Virginia, NC, Georgia, all that shit, man. It depends on where you live at and how you come up, man.
Facts. That's a fact.
Where we from, we didn't come up with the church, you know what I'm saying? So we know nothing about the church. It's either Islam or the streets.
Facts.
And some people chose both. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But y'all, I want you to first I want y'all to hear what Cuba had to say. Oh no, first I want you to hear what Liza had to say about Jamar, thanks, bro. Salute. That's the beginning. We about to do this other one, bro. We gonna get it popping. Hold on one second, let me see. Here we go, right here, y'all. This is fair use. They give me
so Still Not a Player or Don't Want to Be a Player is just one of the songs. So there's a catalog of, over 200 songs that were subject to that deal between Joe and Jelly Bean. And when Pun died, technically he was due in advance for the album that was coming out for the publishing deal, and they never paid that money over to Liza. One of the confusions and one of the reasons why we want to do the media here is because what happened is that Joe went out claiming that he gave Liza $1 million when Pun died.
Live. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop
filing notices of termination to negotiate to get the ownership of the masters, where, like I said, it's around 1996 where you can send the notice, but it's 10 years that you still have to wait.
Okay. Right. So for me, in the past, when I would contact Sony, to find out information and how could I get the Pun situation and payment and what's going on with the royalties, they wouldn't. One day they just told me basically.
Hey yo, bro. Look, did Big Pun break her finger?
I'm not sure exactly what he did, but I know.
So you said, look at her finger. I just want you to see her finger when she talk, bro. Tell me what it look like.
Basically, we can't give you any information that Joe was on the account and that he was in control of everything.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, that joint is out of place.
They'll be willing to work with me.
Yeah.
So me winning this lawsuit, I'm saying not only did I get the publishing rights and ownership to that, it also put me in a position.
Yeah, like her middle finger looked like it don't work.
I'm dealing directly with them. So I'm basically in the right position
like
right
she
now.
She stuck up to a real nigga. He broke it off. Trying to break it off.
Facts.
Yeah, I know. A couple of times before I put that middle finger, I twisted that shit like a motherfucker. Yeah. I was never a woman, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Break that shit. My hand fucked up. My middle finger messed up right now. I guess I'm sticking up to too many people. Right? Oh, here we go, y'all.
And now because of that.
Okay, dope. So talk about the nature of the dispute. I heard Miss Rosario, I think you did an interview on All Hip Hop years ago, and you were talking about Still Not a Player, and that Fat Joe, now correct me if I'm wrong, collected or put down too much of a percentage of his split. Like he put too much of the split of the song that he was supposed to get on that song and others. Can you break it down to the audience, the nature of the whole dispute, which you guys are claiming that he didn't do?
Okay, so, well, it wasn't, so what happened with Still Not Clearing the Sample, so the R&B artist Joe, and there's another sample, I think a Gamble and Huff sample, they took 100% of the writing and publishing on Still Not a Player. There was a small percentage of it that was being paid out to Joe internationally that we captured back in the lawsuit. But that is still, it's a very small portion and it's still subject to dispute. So that part of it really, it's not too much we can do about that now unless a new version of the song comes out and we essentially sample the original to try to get publishing writer share back on that song for Pun, which is, just kind of unbelievable that he doesn't have writer share on that, but nobody was really looking out for his interest back then when all that happened. You know, he wasn't dealing with the labels, you know, Terror Squad was. And I can't say who's actually ultimately to blame, except that the song was released, to my knowledge, without the sample being cleared. And that's pretty much what happened.
To be clear, to be clear, back when Pun, he was signed to Terror Squad, and then he got signed to Loud Records, and then he initially got signed through Jelly Bean, the publishing. Pun trusted these people full-heartedly, and he went and signed paperwork with no kind of representation. And Pun, there was zero about business.
You know, I'm saying, I want to say something. Nigga, you supposed to be my brother. You call yourself my brother. Why would you have me sign a bogus ass deal? You know, I know nothing about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, your intention for the whole time was to rob me.
That's a fact. Like you said, that's supposed to be his brother, bro. It ain't like Tom was just coming to a label, just passing off a demo, and then got signed without having a proper representation. He was trusting his brother to, not have him in no fugazi situation.
Boucher, be sure 850 said he saw Big Pun as a dumb street dude. Probably.
Damn.
Let me see. Let me hit Charlie Rock LD, because Charlie Rock LD, he know the story too. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all be right, hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm just hitting Charlie Rock LD.
Shout out to the chat too, man. Y'all know how we carry it, man. King of New Jersey in the building, SV Twiz, man. Get ready for this stream, man. We turning it up.
Facts. We definitely turning it up. And we love a lot of people. A lot of people like, wow. I just text Charlie Rock LD saying on link, Gongo Roach will be in a minute. He the one that dealt with the lawsuit. To help Liza Rios get that money back, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Pump for real.
That's
Johnny
crazy.
Button
How
Jr.
long?
Grand Rising, bro. I see you in the building, man. Yeah, man. Your Big Pun was definitely lying, man. I mean, not Big Pun. Fat Joe was definitely lying. Now we gonna say Big Pun wasn't. He wasn't no. Big Pun wasn't no. He wasn't no sinner, nothing like that. But nobody deserved to be robbed. My boy Gongo Roach in the building. Salute to Gongo Roach. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, man. You know, since this shit going on with the
much respect, brother.
Since this shit back out in the open, right? Yeah. With this Liza Rios and making this Big Pun movie a thing. She shouted you out at one of these interviews too. Like, then Gongo Roach, you know what I'm saying? He always family, da. And that's what's up, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You helped that life.
What interview was that? What in this one?
That was, one of these interviews. Yeah, you're gonna hear it. I'm gonna play all three versions of it. Yeah, she definitely shouted you out.
It's all good.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. On this movie,
that. Go on.
All right, when this movie issue is coming out, what you think on this, and how you think Fat Joe is handled this? Do you think he handled classy or like a bum?
Well, I mean, we've been talking to the Joe camp off and on for probably for like a couple of years now. Just trying to see if we can situate a situation, together. Probably since like 2019, 2020, really can't remember, something like that. Probably last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Just the negotiation process was hard. He just wanted too much, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And Liza wasn't agreeing with any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, yo, fuck him. She's just like, I'll just do the shit without him. He's a public figure. I could have him in it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it would be better with Joe. Excuse me?
Just change his name up.
Nah, they can. Nah, you can have him as is. You could not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Little Kim didn't sign off in the big movie. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. Yeah. You're public figure.
So
like
either way. Yeah. My lawyer. That's my lawyer right there. That's my lawyer on the screen.
Yeah. Lita Rosario Richardson, right?
Yeah, I work with her daily. I work with her daily. That's yeah. I brought Liza to Lita. I had a lawyer before. I had a lawyer before that didn't know what he was doing and kind of sabotaged the case for like 3-4 years.
Oh wow. Yeah. Talk about that. Look, I want you to listen to what they're saying. What she's saying. Tell me.
Sure, no doubt.
Tell me the flaws.
All right.
Or paperwork or legal jargon. So he just sat there with faith. And
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Have you ever heard of hipoptical.com? Hipoptical.com makes...
He just signed things away, not knowing exactly what deal. And the deal that Joe had, he was the administrator of the deal. So any monies or anything that's get paid to Pun goes to him first, and he breaks Pun off. That's how it was. Pun wasn't getting paid directly. You know, so that became an issue in the future.
So how do you guys come to the conclusion that Fat Joe or Jelly Bean Jams owes Big Pun any royalty, any money? How do you come to that conclusion?
Well, we came to that conclusion mostly on the publishing side. So Still Not a Player or Don't Want to Be a Player is just one of the songs. So there's a catalog of, over 200 songs that were subject to that deal between Joe and Jelly Bean. And when Pun died, technically he was due in advance for the album that was coming out for the publishing deal, and they never paid that money over to Liza. We did an audit as well in the context of the lawsuit to try to determine, the money that was out there, and the audit determined that there was over $2 million in royalties that was unpaid. Now, we don't know who took those royalties, and we've never said anything about that. I think one of the confusions and one of the reasons why we want to do the media here is because what happened is that Joe went out claiming that he gave Liza $1 million when Pun died.
Right.
So this is really the genesis of this issue about the money in Joe.
All right, Gongo, you heard that. What was your thoughts of that? What's your thoughts of that? Joe claiming he gave Liza $1 million when Big Pun died.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't there for the play-by-play, but I've been in Liza's life since like 2008 or something like that to the current day. So I know me and her spoke. We put 10,000 hours on the phone, probably. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know every little incident. Joe says he gave her $750,000 one time, then he gave her like $250 or something like that. No, I mean that's the first claim that she came to me about, basically saying like, he's saying that he already paid me and stuff like that. And the whole thing about it is that we kind of had to disprove that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if that was proven, he'd still be in the deal.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, because she's claiming like a breach of accounting. If he was able to prove that, then he'd be in the deal. So that was disproven later in the courts. We all thought that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We all thought that. Like I said, I met her. When I met her, she was in a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
I met her there, and that was motivation to try to fix the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just kind of crazy. But like I don't know if you know about Jelly Bean Benitez.
I heard something about. Tell me about him.
You know about?
I heard.
Well, I mean, he's the collector of the money. He's the collector of the monies. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much like he's the publisher, so he collects the money. He collects 25% for himself because he gave in advance. He bought into the copyright. He gets 25% for himself. The other 75% gets split 50-50 between Pun and Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, that's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is that Jelly Bean.
So basically, what was they supposed to get a piece?
Well, it just matters how much money came in.
Yeah, I'm talking about 75%. What do you mean? 35% and a half, right? So that's pretty like 35, 32,
75%, 75% of maybe $2-3 million.
Yeah, that was like basically like 32% a piece, 32.5% a piece, basically.
It's a 25 for Jelly Bean, and it's 75% to split, 37.5 each between Joe and Pun.
And Big Pun was never getting shit.
So, excuse me. Yeah, well, that was the Liza claim, is that she was never getting her share. But the thing about it is that Jelly Bean was dumbing down the royalty statements to keep her unrecouped. But while he's giving out, while he's saying that she's unrecouped, she's really recouped and keeping the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jelly Bean's not an innocent guy. Jelly Bean, while I was in court with this Pun thing, Jelly Bean was in court with Trackmasters at the same time, because Trackmasters were getting out their contract because they knew that he was cheating on the books on them too. We were going to court at the same time. I know Madonna sued him for $10 million for cheating on the books. Madonna sued him for $10 million, and he had to settle that. So this is kind of like what he does. He juggles the books. He knows how to finesse the game too. So he's not really too scared of court too much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a good opponent. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he'll beat you in court too. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran. He's been to court a lot. Excuse me?
Yo, Johnny Button Jr. said there should be some proof of $1 million being paid unless he gave it to her in a duffel bag or a briefcase.
Well, that's how you know it's
yeah. I mean, like I said, like I said, and all of this stuff goes towards, accounting of money being recouped or not. This isn't like money you pass in a brown bag or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that was pretty much disproven anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like that's
so funny.
That's not even a conversation. That's not even a conversation anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, first of all, you saying Fat Big Pun is your brother, right? But you got his wife and kids in a homeless shelter.
Exactly.
You're not doing enough for them. I don't understand that. Even if you didn't give no money, it was still some things you could have did to make the living situation better.
That's my whole thing. Like, even if it wasn't through money that he owed through the contract, with that being your man, you shouldn't want to see them like that.
Yeah, he wanted control, man. That's all. You know what I mean? I guess. You know what I'm saying? He wanted control of something. He wasn't getting it, so it's fuck you. You know?
Yeah. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I remember her telling me that he came over when they basically saying like, that's Pun's mine. It's mine. Like, I created it. It's mine. Like, he was like a little baby. Like, this is mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, I guess I think she knew that there was a fight from there. You know what I'm saying? Because this was like a little bit after he passed away. You know?
Yeah. So Fat Joe went to their house and told Liza that everything that Big Pun it has is his. He created, so it's his.
That's what she alleged. Well, that's what she told me. Allegedly, that's what he said. Yeah.
Hey, yo, yeah. I could believe that.
So too, I mean, like I said, it took. I mean, it's starting to reveal he's a certain type of guy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be this. He kind of like embellishes a little bit, of his stories.
Embellishes a lot. Hold up. I'm gonna let your head set here embellish. Hold up. I'm gonna let your head set here embellish about. Hold up 1 second. Let me go there. Cause I wait for Charlie Rocky LD to come on. Tell his story. You know what I'm saying?
He's coming on?
He's supposed to. I said,
he's funny as hell. Okay. Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah, Charlie Rock be going there.
I just heard him. I heard him say yesterday that he threw a rapper and some friends in the trunk and brought him to Joe. You heard that?
Nah, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he wouldn't say no names. He was on MR.EASTWICK talking about he threw a rapper in the trunk.
Here we go right here, yeah.
Salute to everybody.
Cross, salute, much respect.
My boy Cross is the building. Salute, Cross.
What up
I
with
see
it?
the building.
Salute.
Man, yeah, we just going through this real quick, you know what I'm saying? We doing a big pun story, see how grimy and greasy Fat Joe really was.
Right. It's not so much that there was an accusation that Joe was stealing money. It's that Joe came out and said he gave $1 million to Liza, and he never gave $1 million to Liza when Pun died. Nobody gave Liza $1 million when Pun died, right? And so in the lawsuit, we asked for proof, although we knew he didn't do it, but when you're in a lawsuit, it's all subject to proof. So we asked for the proof, the checks, the bank statements, whatever it was to prove that he supposedly gave this $1 million. And of course, he did not have any of that proof. So that's why we're here, to set the record straight. So Liza has not been going out telling people that Joe was stealing money. And, you know, that's why we wanted to clear all of this up, because that's not what happened.
On my end, in the past, when Pun passed away, I came to Joe humbly and asked him, hey, you know, he passed away. How do we go about this? How do we find out about what money is owed?
The money.
Before Pun passed away, he was asking about his publishing. Where's my royalties? Where's my publishing checks? You know, he was asking for his payment, you know what I'm saying? And he never got paid. You know what I'm saying? So I continued to ask what Pun was asking. You know, that's what he wanted me to do. So, you know, so I asked humbly Joe, like, hey, well, how does this work? Like, let me know, show me, you know, teach me, like, where do I go? And as time went on, he avoided the situation. And then he went on with a narrative about me, and then saying that he gave me $1 million publicly. When he started saying that, I knew that there was something wrong, because I'm like, I know he ain't giving me $1 million. So why are you saying that publicly, that you're giving me $1 million? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I knew Pun was supposed to get paid something, whether it was $1, $1 million, whatever it was. I didn't know. I just felt like, you know, he should get what was rightfully his, and the kids should get rightfully what was theirs. So me, as a wife who loved my husband, my kids, all I did was go and try to get what was rightfully theirs. So that was it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it didn't sit right with other people, and you know, so that was my only thing, just to get what was rightfully his. And I'm just happy that, you know, that I'm in the place that I am today, that we finally got it situated.
Right. So we fast forward to Drink Champs. Fat Joe's on Drink Champs, and obviously they had the conversation about Fat Joe about Nore seeing the contracts, and it wasn't the way they said. And then you guys had the back and forth online, and Fat Joe basically saying that, tell him about the money I got you when he died and spent it. That's the $1 million he was referring to.
Yeah,
and
I
then
tell you, he gave me $20,000 in cash one time. I always remember it was right around Christmas. My house was in foreclosure, and he gave me $20,000 cash. I paid the $11,000 that was in foreclosure on the house that Pun had bought at the time, and the rest I spent on Christmas for the kids. And then I got $125,000 for endangered species that Sony gave me, not him. That Sony gave me for endangered species, which was supposed to be $150,000 advance, but it came out to $125 because there was a check that was stolen from Sony that I actually went to court, federal court, and testified. But I didn't get any back end for endangered species, nothing. That's all that I got. He claims that he gave me all the money he got, that he was supposed to get all the money that Pun was supposed to get, and that the artist.
All right, y'all. Y'all want to know the reason Fat Joe said he been doing Liza the way he been doing her? Is because allegedly Liza slept with Cuban Link. Now here go Cuban Link speaking on that shit about him and Liza sleeping together. Hold up. Here we go right here, y'all.
Damn, Cuban, what'd you do, Cuban?
Back in the back of the act. Back in the panda, in the back of the panda, back of the back of the back of the panda.
No, that sounds like that sounds suspect. I'm not going with that one.
Yeah, you can't be in back of the panda. Panda's not. Yeah, Paul.
Fair use.
Cause. All right. So did you hear the Clubhouse audio of Wack talking about?
Yep, I heard it. I posted it up.
One of the people were saying like, "Yo, Cuban, he got
disgusting. Bullets got him. Bullets got him. Disgusted. And right there, I don't even know why he even talking about things that he doesn't know about.
He said you got sliced.
And as soon as I talked to him before, I talked to him, Nothing but respect. When he said, "What's up, Cuban man? Thank you for And then the nigga goes behind his backs and he say things like that. Like, never act. He could have asked me that. He could have asked me that. Like I'm saying.
For the people that didn't hear it, what did he say?
And he said that I got cut in my face because I slept with Pun's wife, Liza.
Which is a narrative that they've been running with for a very long time, right?
Of course, man. It's so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Gossip that only your enemy, that's disgusting as he is, could invent. Because he has to try to, say something, had to say something like that to justify the cuts in my face. So, you know what I'm saying? What else? What else could justify that? You know what I'm saying? Something like that would justify it. Something like, I snitched, would justify it. Those are only two things that really could justify the cut. You know what I'm saying? And those are lies, but, basically lies, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's crazy.
Did you ever hear him say it directly out of his mouth?
Of course not. Of course, he would never say it directly out of his mouth. Probably, just like Charlie Rock says, and when he did his blog, that, he'll wait. Joe will tell him something, like, take care of this for me, like beat somebody up, but wait till I leave for 20 minutes. And then, you know what I'm saying? And he'll go carry out the actual task. And that's what Charlie Rock said, and that's exactly what he does. That's why I told you, he will never do himself. He'll get somebody else, I'm saying, whatever it is to do it. So I'm sure this is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably tell him, I want you. Well, you got to do this. He'll tell the team, and he'll huddle up with the beluga friends. And you know what I'm saying? And he'll send his little fishies, little guppies, and little blowfishes, to carry out the message. And that's what they did. The
beluga super friends?
The super friends and the beluga, yep. The beluga troopers.
Nah.
What year did you start hearing this rumor?
Probably like a year after.
Wow. Okay.
And I heard it because somebody had said that, and they put that person in place. Somebody in my team had told me that and said I had to do something to somebody because of that shit. And I was like, "Word." So that's why I took it my initiative to actually say that shit back then in 2002. You know what I'm saying? When they interviewed me. And I was like, that was the furthest thing from the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. But I guess people still, the new generation, I guess they don't know that, he got more power. He's been out there more. So he's been putting that type of narrative out.
Yeah, because, it must really have gone around that rumor, because even in the All Access DVD interview, right? It's like the guy is asking you like straight up. So he must have heard it on the street or something. Like that was like really circulating.
Exactly. Yeah, behind my back though. That's not a type of thing, unless you know me,
right?
To ask me. And I that had that happen before. And I told him one time, I'll tell you this one time. That's just so disgusting to me. I don't feel like I have to explain myself. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you that would never happen. If you think that of me, you never knew me then, especially if you're close to me. If I would be capable of doing something like that. That's disgusting. That's traitor, that's betrayal, that's something that
all right, now Dongle Roach crossed the boss with the SV Twins. Yo, Cuba Link seemed real sincere when he talked about never touch Liza Rios. That was like a sister.
Facts.
Right.
He seemed like a genuine guy. He seemed like, he all about like morals and principles.
I know Liza well. Like I said, I know Liza very well. Very well. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the closer people in her life. We're so close that she would have told me that. She told me that she didn't do that. She didn't have no relationship with Cuba Links. She would have told me, trust me. She doesn't.
But she said
parameter.
But she said, but White 100 said she told him that it was a Cuba Link, but she did have sex with one of his other friends, one of the other members.
Oh yeah,
she messed with somebody else. She messed with somebody else who wasn't Cuba Link.
It might have been Joe. It might have been Joe.
But wasn't Joe.
Wasn't Joe.
It could have been. Could have been.
Wasn't Joe.
Huh.
I would know. Trust me. I know. I can't say. I know the actual person, and that might come out in the movie.
That's what she said to come out in the movie. Armageddon.
Yeah, she's no. Put this way, it wasn't anybody in the group. wasn't anybody terror squad. It wasn't anybody.
Okay.
You know
okay.
We'll keep listening for the movie. Then.
Yeah.
But I feel like
yeah,
it's like
man.
this.
But yeah, like I said, go on.
He's doing all this to incriminate her, to make out to be a villain. You know what I'm saying? When he was the one being a villain. Did y'all hear what Big Pun's sister said about Liza though?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on some other shit. Like when we went, she wants to split it to ashes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's normally how it goes when you.
Yeah, Liza wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? So after that, she was, just going on her thing. She asked her for a split of the ashes. Liza was like, "Nah, you ain't getting that. We're just gonna keep it like this."
Right.
So they had some difficulties. They've had some difficulties ever since then, and that was around the same time that they put up the Big Pun street sign, because we were all there. Everything was all good that day. It probably within that week, it probably got bad.
Word.
But like,
So why did he? No, I was saying, so why did he get cut? What was the whole reason for the cut?
Oh, I have no idea about Cuban getting cut. Like I said, I deal with Liza on all, I deal with Cuban a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I deal with Liza, we had to deal. I had 16,000 documents with court. Like I had to go through so much with her over some years span that we got cool. So I know the whole family and everything, but I know her story very well. and I'm sure I'm gonna be in the movie. There'll be a character of me in the docuseries. If it gets that far, I'll be there.
Right.
Yeah. All right, now this is Big Pun's sister right here, y'all. This what she said. This to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a you beef with your sister-in-law or not. You should have still be what they say, dirty laundry. Still should be putting out dirty laundry.
Oh yeah, she wild.
All right, so hold on, here we go, y'all. Fair use is a fair use. Check it.
Rise. It's been sparked on the internet for the past few days, as far as I can follow. People got in touch with me, wanted to know if I was in tune with it. I had a passing interest in it, as I did kind of follow what was going on. But as things did heat up, I thought it might be a good time for me to reach out to Big Pun's sister, who you see on your screen right now on the left side. The beautiful Nicole Rodriguez has joined us to add some context to the stories that's currently flying around the internet. Nikki, did I call you Nikki or Nicole?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Both are correct.
All right, I'm gonna go with Nikki.
Nikki Rodriguez.
Thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. I gather from the conversations that I've seen, the conversations surrounding Big Pun and his legacy, and maybe a little bit of drama that's still out there. That's still a thing at this time, it seems like. And aside from being Pun's sister, let me just say this: you are your own person with your own identity, right? You have 3 college degrees, is that correct?
I'm working on my 3rd one, which I'll have the next year. I will have
and
then 2024 I'll have my 4th one. I'll have my doctorates.
Oh, and you're studying what?
Clinical research.
Wow. Okay. Are you gonna be a doctor?
In research.
Okay. That's
I
what
will be a doctor. I will be Dr. like Nikki Rodriguez.
I'd like the sound of it, and I wanted to get that out the way because even you're not an artist, a performer yourself, but still, all of your conversations online have been about your brother, understandably so, but I think it needs to be kind of highlighted that you are indeed your own person. And we probably get more into that a little bit later. So let's get right into what everybody's talking about right now. You've been very vocal recently about protecting your brother's legacy and calling out people who haven't shown the support that Pun would have expected. Tell me why you're speaking out now.
I'm speaking out now in terms of the cause of death for my brother, or?
Well, I know that let's start with the dedication, right?
Okay.
So there was a street named after Pun in the Bronx, am I right?
Yes.
Fordham Avenue, okay. And you brought up Remy's name, and I know Joe was
J-Lo.
And J-Lo. And Fat Joe didn't show up, right? So let's
But
start
I never mentioned his name.
But
it was Remy and J-Lo.
Okay, got you. Thank you for the clarification. So Remy and J-Lo, let's start with Remy. You would have expected her to be there. Is that correct?
Correct.
She did not show
The reason
up.
she didn't show up, I was expecting her to be there because not saying that she would have never made it, because I'm sure she would. She's a talented woman. But the path that she took to this point, you know, my brother got her started on that path, and I just thought it was only right, you know, to at least show up and show some love and support. You know, she did some time, and I guarantee you, if my brother was still alive, he would have stayed communicating with her and took care of her, because that's his character, you know. So, you know, it was just disappointing. I really was expecting her. My mother was actually asking me, she was like, you know, if she's there, so I said hello, and I was like, Ma, she never came, you know. So yeah.
And you kind of allude to the fact that your brother Pun had something to do with her ascension, like he was helpful in her career. Can you be more specific about how he helped?
Yeah. Okay. He recognized her talents and presented her to Joe. You know, so you know, he made that connection.
Got you. Okay. And I'm assuming when your brother was alive, him and Remy was close.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that has Remy said anything about her absence?
No, I haven't heard anything, any reply, no nothing.
And she hadn't reached. And do you and her talk regularly at all, or do you have each other's numbers?
Oh no, personally, we don't have any contact connection, but it's very easy. My Facebook is open. Nowadays, you can get contact with anyone very easily.
And J-Lo, also missing. And what would you describe Pun and J-Lo's relationship before he passed?
Sure. He considered her like just like Remy. He always said, you know, those are my sisters. So he, you know, presented them as a sister when he would describe them. And you know, not only that, but you know, also her being Boricua, Spanish from the Bronx. There was a connection there. You know, like the same story, coming from nothing and making something out of it. So I was again shocked that she wasn't there. And on top of that, you know, also representing, you know, she's from the BX. Thought you gotta have some more support, but again, it was.
You know, to be honest, I think Remy Ma is more liable to be there than Jennifer Lopez. Remy Ma was living with Fat Joe. Her and Cuba Link was sleeping on Fat Joe couch and shit on the floor and covers and shit. You know what I'm saying? He held me down.
Liza was
I'm
cool.
not fat. I'm a big pun. I'm a big pun.
Right. So was it any bad blood? So I mean, how did they fall out? So Remy never really fell out with Big Pun, really, did she?
Nah, she never fell out. She never fell out with him. They were so close. They died.
But the thing is, Remy rocking with Joe. You know what I'm saying? She team Fat Joe, so Fat Joe won't show up, and neither does she. So it makes sense.
But she wasn't team Fat Joe before that. Because remember, she was about to side with G Unit after Big Pun died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the definition of an opportunist right there.
She was dissing Joe.
She was dissing Joe.
Joe. Before Joe.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, she's going at Joe hard. She's on his head.
Yeah, she probably even did some songs, all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she was dissing Joe, but she was still cool with Liza. She stopped talking to Cuba Link because she got locked up. Cuba Link wasn't coming to see him in jail. But Cuba Link said he said he was gonna run, so he couldn't go to nobody jail. He had charges out against him, and he was scared to go. He was scared to go to jail to go see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like I said, you can't expect nobody to come see you. If they don't show you love, accepting your call, sending you letters, making sure you're good in them, giving you some money. The only person you can expect to come see you is your loved ones, your husband, your wife, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your son. The friends and shit, they come, they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always looked at it. So, do you think do you think she owed Big Pun more loyalty than that? To turn on Cuban and Big Pun and Big Pun's wife for Fat Joe? Do you think Remy owed him more loyalty to that?
Yeah, I think people think so, but money's involved.
Oh yeah.
So
it wouldn't be no
too much money involved
with Fat Joe if it wasn't for Pun. Like the sister just said, Pun linked her up with that. And regardless of how Fat Joe feel, if he ain't want to go, Fat Joe not gonna be upset with her if she would have went there and showed love. You know what I mean?
Fat Joe,
obviously, it's supposed to be their duty to be putting. It's supposed to be their duty to be putting on Chris Rivers too.
Yeah, facts. But everybody said Chris Rivers didn't want to stop.
But do y'all think that she looks at it, even though that she was with them, that she could look at the time that she really was relevant was when, even though it was Big Pun, but when she really made it was when Fat Joe rejuvenated her career back, when Lean Back came on and she was able to capitalize off that.
Nah, they started beefing after that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, after that Lean Back, they started beefing because he was robbing her too.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy.
Salute, Queen. Mrs. Btbtv in the building.
Salute, Mrs. Btbtv. But this is how you know she also an opportunist though, because at the end of the day, on top of her going at Joe also went at it with her husband. Yeah, I'm talking about. So what type of
right? Yeah, they did. They did get the fight. Yeah, they did.
Exactly. Once that happened, that it's a wrap after that. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, you know what I'm saying, a serious situation with them too.
And hold on. You know that Remy Ma got her face cut too while she's on Terror Squad.
What happened?
Damn,
Remy Ma got her face cut too
that.
on Terror when she's on. Am I mistaken? Didn't Remy Ma get that cut on her face when she was on Terror Squad?
I heard Charlie Rock say that on MR.EASTWICK. Charlie Rock said that on MR.EASTWICK yesterday.
Oh, word? I listened to the whole thing.
He did. He said that yesterday. He said, yep. He said that she got sliced.
And Cuba Link got sliced. Everybody was real close to Big Pun and his family. He took offense to that shit. So he even when Nore they asked Nore to do a song with Chris Rivers when he first came out when he's younger.
Okay. What happened?
And Nore said he couldn't do it because, you know what I'm saying, allegedly because of Fat Joe. Him and Fat Joe was partners in some business thing.
Damn. All right, well. Nore, that surprised me from Nore. Okay.
Nore's an opportunist clown ass nigga. Fuck Nore. He don't know if he's black or Puerto Rican. One day he black, one day he Balicua. Nigga, you are black regardless, but you say I'm black, half black, Rican. You know what I'm saying? You don't know Spanish, but you going against the whole black population trying to talk about reggaeton and all that shit, nigga. You didn't even know how to speak Spanish before. Get the fuck out of here.
He don't seem like a genuine guy to me. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem too genuine.
He seemed like a user.
Damn, Nore.
Right? There's Nore. I mean, I
hung out.
Did the 50 Cent. I see the shit
last time I seen him.
What happened?
Yeah, last time I seen Nore. Actually, I went to Drink Champs like some years ago and stuff. I mean, we had a ball out there. I mean, they definitely know how to do it up out there. I tell you that. That Miami life, I tell you that. That shit's
yeah. I heard Nore and Fat Joe both got ran out of New York to Miami. Why? How you think they both ended up Miami together? Hold on. Yo, they might be lovers. Oh shit! You never thought about that, did y'all? Check this out. Fat Joe go to Miami. Nore found right behind him, like the little hoe he is. Yo, they might got a relationship, y'all. One of them Hollywood relationships. But now let's see what Fat Big Person had to say. Hold on, yeah.
It was no show.
Let me ask you this on a personal level, because I see you talk about your brother in a very loving and protective way. Personally, when J-Lo and Remy don't show up, and your brother had referred to them as sisters, and you're his blood sister, how does that make you feel having them absent, knowing how your brother regarded them?
It makes me. It hurts because me as a sister, I know how far I'm going to show my love for my brother. You know, he's not even here to see what I'm doing for him. So I kind of feel like, with the love came loyalty. So he felt, a love and loyalty towards them, and they could at least, just come, even if it was for a second, even if it was just for, come and say something, give a hug to us. But, you didn't do anything. And to this day, there's no response. Even the YouTube's reaching out to the family, saying something like, I wasn't able to come. And the thing is that you don't need to explain anything to me in particular, because I'm just a regular person. Yeah. Explain to the fans, explain to the people, and just curious, if there was a reason, just share it. Just say, I wasn't able to because something important was, I wasn't around. I was in another country filming or something. But the thing is that they don't even respond. They don't even say anything. So,
so the street was named after him. Yeah. How important was that for his legacy and for his family?
Oh my God, it was important. Well, at first, Fordham Road and Grand Concourse wasn't the spot that we were initially going for. I initially started in 2010 trying to fight for a street name for him in Rogers Place. That's where his murals are, and they changed them up every few years. And I was going with the community board, but it was a lot of work that I had to put through and building relationship with the community. I was living in Miami at the time, so it was very, very, very difficult. But it was important for me then to do that because my brother had a close connection with the people around in the area, like his boys, and he's rhymed at that corner. So, and that's also the place they decided to make the mural. So it was only appropriate that, let this be the street, not the complete street, but at least that little section. But it was denied a few times. And then I put it at rest, and then I received a phone call from Liza, not a phone call, I'm sorry, a message on Facebook from Liza, letting me know that she was going for the street name and would I, want to come. And I think what opened that door for me to talk to her is because there was a revelation through a DNA test that she's actually my cousin. And I had revealed that to her.
You talk about Liza
a month before, and
his wife.
I just found out she's my cousin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My brother and I have different fathers, so it turns out that she was related to me through my father's side through Ancestry.com. So I reached out to her and I said, I know we don't mess with each other, but you're my cousin. So I think that kind of opened the door a little bit, and maybe she felt like she can reach out to me about the about the street name, and I was grateful for that. I thought it was her doing. When I came, everything was neutral. I thanked her and everything. But it actually turned out it was someone named Toby and John Jackson who made that happen. So I'm assuming they chose that location because we also, although we grew up in Soundview, we also lived in Fordham Road, but for a very short time. But my brother used to always shop over there all the time. So that was like a signature spot too. So I guess they felt it was appropriate to, you know, try there. And thank God it went through.
So there's issues, it looks like, between yourself and Liza, Big Pun's wife, widow. Did I hear this correctly that you said that you thought she was waiting on Fat Joe at one point? She wanted to do harm to Fat Joe. She wanted to kill Fat Joe.
Yeah, she was waiting. She was waiting in the car in front of his house with Nore, my brother's other sister. My brother has 2 sisters and a brother from his father's side. So Nore, who had just kind of like reunited with my brother after many years not seeing him, and began a relationship with Liza, and they got very close. And she was with her, waiting for Joe to come to take him out, but Joe never came home. So, you know, thank God, because I mean, he could have been dead.
Is it safe for me to ask you how you know this?
Yeah, of course you could ask me. In 2000, again, the time, the years might be wrong. It was like 2006, something like that. I remember the exact time, but I had linked up with Liza on the phone, and the thing about her, how can I say it? I sometimes wonder, does she think before she talks? Because she spills a lot, and I don't think that she really like says to herself, let me think before I let things out. So through the conversation, she was talking about the way Joe did her dirty, and that she's gonna get him, and you know that she was out, not at that moment, because that she prior to was with Nore outside his house, you know, to take him out because of the whole money thing. You know, when she was trying to get money from him and he wasn't giving. So, you know, yeah. So that's how I know about that.
To be clear, her intention was she was gonna squeeze on Fat Joe herself.
Yeah. And I will take a and I would love to take a lie detector test that she told me. And I would love for her to take a lie detector test that she never told me that. I'll pay for it.
Wow.
I would take one. Again, I would take one to verify that she did tell me that, and I wouldn't. But at the same time, I want her to take one that she did tell me that. And I don't think me in my life I would never lie about something like that. So obviously it's true. You wouldn't lie that you're gonna kill somebody. But she sat out there with Nore, his sister, to make sure.
Hey, be quiet, girl. There you go. No, what you say, yo? She told a lot of shit.
She doesn't. Liza doesn't deny that.
Oh, then she gonna kill Big Pun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so she really. Wow, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. She's gonna kill Fat Joe, right?
Yeah.
But then Nikki also said that but Nikki also said in another Nikki also said in another interview that Liza allegedly had something to do with Big Pun's death when they went to the hotel, that she's like suffocated on something where he can't move.
Nah, yeah.
That's what Nikki Rodriguez said. That's what she said in one interview.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he was just a guy that was 650 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Nah, man. Unfortunate.
Hold up, yo. Oh, we can see my Brick City Tech. Check this out. Hit my email.
I guess all this type stuff would be in her film, you know, if it's ever fortunate to be released or something. I get, you know, little things like this would be there, you know.
And that's crazy though.
But Joe knows that they had a little issue, you know.
Yeah, I bet Joe did know.
Yeah.
You robbing these people for all their shit. Hell yeah, I got an issue with you, nigga. You robbing my husband and shit, nigga. You robbing my wife. It's definitely an issue. Why wouldn't it be an issue? You know people get killed for less than that? Here we go. Here, we'll go back to it. Here we go.
The girl
people get killed for people get killed for less than
Sure
that.
to stay out of the spotlight. To kill him.
Do you know whether or not Joe knows about this?
I don't know if he knows, but I know he knows now because I revealed that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not about them. It's not picking sides, nothing like that. This is just factual stuff. This is what she said. And I'm rather than keeping it in any much longer, I'm saying it.
How long have you been holding on to this?
I've been holding on to these things since the time she told me. And during our 20 years, again, we didn't speak, but there was moments where we connected on the phone. And, you know, for example, I was hoping that I can kind of get in the kid's life and things like that. And, you know, that would bring us conversating about, you know, I don't think the kids are ready to talk to you. And then me and her talking, and then she just don't think, and she'll say, you know, just like the other conversation, you know, Nicole, I don't know why you think I killed your brother. You know, I did try 3 times while he was sleeping, but I never pulled the trigger.
Okay.
And I said to myself, do you think before you talk, woman?
Okay. Now, so that was going to be my next question. Do you think that she ultimately has something to do with Big Pun's passing?
Okay. Before I answer that, I want to say, I try to make it clear, and every time I talk, I'm not saying that she did, because out of all fairness, I have no proof of that she did. So I cannot call her a killer, a murderer. That would not be fair. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is that we are not connected. We do not talk because I initially told her, Liza, I know you killed my brother. And the reason I told that to her was a mixture of things. When he first passed away, first of all, they were both together alone. My niece and nephews, which I forgot to mention on the other interview, are always with Liza. Always. But this day, they weren't. All the kids were staying somewhere else. The kids are always with Liza. Always. So that's another one thing that I've had to mention. So that was kind of weird. So she made the situation was just her and him. What I believe may have happened is a few things. I'm thinking maybe he was about to have a heart attack, and just like she mentioned, his mouth was full of drool. She admittedly said she did not give him CPR. Well, your failure, which is I find negligent, your failure to clean your husband's mouth out and then do CPR could have saved him. He could have been here today if you would have just took, that's my husband. I'm sucking everything out your mouth.
Oh, damn. Yo, Gongo, let me ask you a question. What you think about that? Was that any truth to her not cleaning his mouth after giving him CPR?
I never asked about that detail, so I wouldn't. I'll ask her today. You know what I'm saying? I'll speak to her today and ask her. But she's gonna be like, yeah. I mean, we spoke about this thing so much. She's gonna be like, yeah. She's gonna laugh about it, like just leave the joke. That's what she's gonna say.
A couple things.
Go ahead, talk, bro.
I was just saying a couple things we got to keep in mind is it's easier said than done. It's a lot of people that can say what a person would do if you that's like if you be like, oh, this person got shot, what you got to put pressure on the wound, or you got to do this. That don't mean that a person is thinking of that at that moment. And also when it come to like whether it's your wife or if it's your a wife husband's brothers or something like that, like they don't know what's really going on. They of course they know their brother or your sister for who they are, but it's a whole different relationship with your spouse. You know what I mean? So it's easy to point the finger and to say what could have been prevented or what you think of that. And she obviously, when she spoke about what she probably would have did, the pun, what woman that's not getting her ass wouldn't feel like that? Like we done seen him on video, you know what I'm saying, pistol whipping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a whole different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a whole different incident she's talking about. She's talking about when they was going through it. You know?
Facts.
Right.
That's real shit the way you said it right there, because yo, hey man, this shit's fucked up. There's a thin line between love and hate.
Facts. It's a
and hold up, and let me ask you a question. And I forgot the medical call. They said the medical was he still sniffing cocaine when he was in the hospital about to die?
They didn't find nothing like that in his system.
I don't know.
They didn't find nothing like that in his. They didn't find nothing like that in his system though.
They didn't. That's what they was allegedly saying at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, they didn't find nothing like that. Mind you,
Puerto Ricans,
once again, I mean,
the Puerto Ricans like that booger sugar, man.
I know.
They like that booger sugar. Pretty girl love trap. Salute,
That's a fact.
You know, I see that. I'm from Jersey. I grew up with Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and the Brazilians. Boy, they coming up. Even when I was security at this bar in Nore, them motherfuckers come to the bar. And I go to the bathroom, make sure nobody find that bathroom, niggas be booking sugar down in the bathroom. I'm like, yo, man, come on, man. You can't do it with the door open, man. Go on and close the door, man. Close the door, man. Do that shit like that.
That finest. That Puerto Rican booger sugar.
The Puerto Rico, it's the Brazilians and the Mexicans that got that booger sugar in the club, Spanish clubs, bro. Watch this. The Cubans, the Colombians, Puerto Ricans, they just, the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, they're like, niggas
get the shit, right?
They just get the shit. Yo, I said that booger sugar, the motherfucker. Listen, here she go right here. She said, I told you she was gonna say that Liza killed her. Hold on, parts up. There we go.
Your mouth, and I'm gonna give you CPR. Okay, I'm gonna do, like I mentioned before, you can have crap in your mouth. I don't care. You're my husband. I'm gonna save you. So that wasn't a good reason. This is out of her own mouth. This is from the interview that she also mentioned that she was kind of relieved that he's gone. You know, and I really know that she believes that. The other thing too, she was taking a long time to let the other guys in, you know, the part of the clique that was in the other room. They're knocking. She's taking her forever to open the door. This is what I'm told from the guys. So my thing is that she either, or I'm assuming, like maybe you know, for example, I work forensics. You could smother someone. It's not going to show. You can cause someone to have a heart attack by smothering them. You could cause them to have a heart attack.
Yo, bro, she's lying right there.
Yeah, she's doing too much. Wait,
she's James Bond now. Liza James Bond now. She's going through all that.
Do you know how big Pun was? How could she sit up here and smother that man and give him a heart attack? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
suffocation. It's what they call it. Suffocation. Asphyxiation. How do they say that? When you get smothered, somebody smother you.
Suffocating.
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiate.
Bruh, first of all, asphyxiation can be determined. Anything can be determined in the medical field. Somebody smother you or suffocate you, they can determine it by the materials they use to smother you with. Because the material it be different materials that's in your nostrils.
Right.
Well, plus the average person, when you smothering somebody, the person gonna be reaching, scratching, grabbing. It's gonna be some type of marks on it. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't just smothering nobody, like, you know what I'm saying, and there's no type of fight back.
Especially Pun. Gun was fat, but you were strong too, really.
And really, she should be honest and say, hey, I knew my brother had some bad health problems, and I never really said anything. That's what the big problem was. Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had bad health problems, and everybody act like him. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, you can't fault the fact that the man. I mean, he couldn't move around like he wanted to, like freely, like he wanted to. So we got to be real. She got to be real about that.
Yeah, facts. He was damn near 1,000 pounds.
Right, that's what I'm saying. About 1,000, and all that pressure on his heart.
You know, he had heart disease. He definitely had heart disease.
Know. That's what I'm saying. And he got all that pressure around. You know what I'm saying? I'm being overweight, and that's all that stuff. High cholesterol, probably diabetes. everything. You know what I'm saying?
Bad circulation. Yeah,
Right.
He remember he had enlarged heart. He had enlarged heart too. They said.
Wow. I remember at one point in time he was getting around like one of them scooters or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Those little mobile, get around. So I mean, it wasn't like his leg. You think about it, man. People got to realize. We even watch those shows. You know, you see them 600 pounds, my 600-pound friend or whatever. I mean, you think about just on the average being active and like him having to be in the limelight and move around. Nah, man, that probably put a strain on.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but now that's crazy. That shit's crazy though, bro. Just thinking about it. So instead of you blaming him, you know what you should be doing? You should be blaming yourself for not talking to your brother about the shit that he was doing to worsen his health.
Facts. This girl seems kind of messy, yo. Nikki Rodriguez.
Okay. Also, 2 weeks before she passed away, she had told my cousin, you know, through conversation, again, she doesn't really think for books. She said, I guarantee you that he's not going to be here in 2 weeks. When you say the word guarantee, that means that it's definite. It's going to happen. Rather than say, you know what, he or she's not looking good. I don't know if they're going to be here much longer. That sounds a little bit more realistic. But when you say, I guarantee you he's not going to be here in 2 weeks. And then also at that same occasion, her cousin Scorpio was researching in the computer how to get rid of someone without it showing. So you're guaranteeing that my brother's going to pass away in 2 weeks. Your cousin is.
Hey, she said one thing. She contradicted herself. She said, when she said guarantee, she said, but if she had said the way his health was, that he wouldn't be here that long. She said she could understand that. Well, that's the same. Maybe that's what she said. You think about it, man. You having to take care of somebody. If nobody else, that's what I'm saying. If nobody else is saying, hey, man, you're overweight. We want to see you around for a long time. And this one itty bitty woman is taking care of all by herself with kids, 600-pound man. Come on, y'all.
700 pounds.
Yo, Born, we got to interview Chris Rios.
Yes, it's a crazy situation, man.
Only
Goggle got him together. Wait for Goggle to make that happen, man.
Come on, Goggle. You know what I'm saying?
To get who? Chris, the son?
Chris Rivers, man.
Yeah.
Chris Rivers.
Yeah, the son.
I talked to, like I said, I'll talk to them. I'll talk to West Coast. Well, I'm gonna talk to Liza.
Because I think Chris raps about it enough times, you know, about the whole.
I'll talk to Liza within the next 2-3 hours. She doesn't do too much. She's letting the people like speak for themselves, like with her. You know what I'm saying? She don't really. She's trying to play the back. Last I spoke to her, she said a few people have been reaching out. She don't want to. You know, she ain't trying to agitate nobody.
Well, I'm trying to agitate him. Get your ass up and tell you the truth.
But I can get some questions out of her if you want to ask me her, you know, and I can relate, you know.
Yeah, that's cool too.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I definitely could. Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, she's not trying to.
What's up with the whack? What's up with whack 100 and it's deal with her whack 100 though?
Whack probably promised her a deal, a movie deal or some shit. You know how Whack do.
Nah, I didn't know what I was. Nah, I mean, I was the conduit. I gotta admit, I was the conduit to that.
No,
I was talking to Liza one time. Liza said that she heard that Whack was talking about getting her a movie situation on Clubhouse or something like that. I told her, I said, "Oh, I know Wack." I said, "Well, you want?" I said, "You want to speak to him?" She's like, "Yeah." You know, put it to, you know, let's just see what he's saying. So I put a group text together, and then he wound up calling her. Then she called me a week or two later. She told me she was out in LA having a meeting with Wack's people. And there we went from there, you know.
Yo, Wack be doing all the East Coast business, huh? You be talking all the East Coast. You be doing all.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know I was doing anything wrong, man. I got people calling me up, yelling at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly,
I bet you getting a lot of slack. They like, man, you gave up. All people had to fit Wack.
Yo, bro,
You know?
let me tell you. I mean, it was requested for one,
but it worked out perfectly, man. Let that nigga be the conduit.
For 4 years. For 4 years, she was trying to deal with all sorts of people, associates, friends, this and that, and no one was dealing with it because of Joe. Trust me, she was dealing with nothing but with East Coast people, and no one was able to pull through with anything because they didn't want to ruffle those feathers. What do you want to do? You want to stay broke?
Nah, that's real.
Else? He's the only guy. He's the only one person be like, yo, I don't care about him. Let me get this.
Fat Joe's that powerful in the industry. Shit.
Everybody else, big comp. Trust me, we had numerous calls, numerous meetings. You know, sometimes we'd have a third, fourth meeting. It would look good, but then when Joe's name would come up and they see that, you know, they weren't working like that, they'd be like, "No, we're not going to do it." So it wasn't always. It wasn't always because.
Shit.
It was big. It was. I mean, he's been in business for 30-something years now, 30 years. So I mean, he knows a lot. You know, he knows a lot of people. He got friends that know people. They don't want to rough him.
Said, but now Wack is one level in New York. Like, I'm from New Jersey, don't matter.
I mean, yo, man. Then I mean, if y'all guys are playing chess like that, then they should have just did their job and signed her up. And she could have got her bit with niggas in the East. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it's about.
Niggas clammed up so much they gave Wack room.
That's what I'm saying.
If she
but then Wack retracted his whole statement, so that nigga's a flip flopper for that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he might retract his statement, but the situation, it matters.
He came out swinging, and
I would go with
his tail.
I would go with his first statement. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened with his second statement. That's just crazy.
Right.
That's one thing about Wack.
Yeah, some whole ass shit, bro. You come out swinging, then you tuck your tail after. Talk about the nigga paid for my dinner.
I know they had to go. I know they had to meet up with each other at Rolling Loud, Thailand on Friday. So I thought they might have saw each other. You know, because everybody was out Rolling Loud, Thailand. I know
they don't play with Joey Crack in the industry, do they? Say crack, get it cracking.
Nah, but Charlie Rock aired him out good though. You know what I'm saying? But Charlie Rock gotta be like, yo, the first interview we did was over here on Bourne's TV. You know what I'm saying? On King of New Jersey.
Charlie Rock was here, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. The crazy shit is right. Crazy shit is, yeah. Fat Joe, he got power in the industry, but he's not really a street nigga like that.
Right.
He never really been a street nigga. He been somebody that was in tune with street niggas. That's when that shit was popping off with him and 50 Cent.
Right.
50 Cent made that nigga back down.
That's what Charlie Rock's talking about, losing an eye and all that. Yeah. Them Southside niggas was on them niggas' heads, bro.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You could be from the hood. You could be at once upon a time. You might have been in the streets, but you know, a person that got 200 people around them, who is they? You know, on their own 2 feet, and that's what it boiled down to, man. A lot. You like Pac said, you ain't shit without your homeboys. You know what I mean? Some people be needing 200 people with them to, you know, to address anything.
Facts.
Yeah,
nah,
well,
big Pun's resting, turning
remember,
in his grave right now. Shit.
Yeah,
That's what Chris Rivers should be further in the game. That nigga could spit. He's nice with it. Like, it's crazy. Where's Fat Joe at with Chris Rivers? You know,
Fat Joe is a touch of Chris Rivers because Chris Rivers said some things in some interviews, whatever.
Come on, dog. That's your man's little.
I mean, they've
that's your
spoken.
man's son, bro. It's like, how touchy feely could you be? Like, you know, you a touchscreen ass nigga.
Oh, we got my Big City Teller in the building.
I mean, what do you think? After all of this, what do you think is the resolve now? You think Joe's ever going to come out and say anything, or you think he's just going to wait for this to go?
Salute, my guy.
And go back online.
Salute. No, what's going to happen is Joe's going to wait until yo, Brick City, you got your earbuds in?
Yo, Joe, give him that $4 million, man. That you owe a Big Pun.
Hold on one second. Yo, Brick City Tuck, you got your earbuds in?
Yeah, I'm about to take them out now.
All right. Yo,
we got that money, man.
What we're saying is,
all right, there we go.
There we go. When that movie come out, hold on. When that movie come out, Joe will be looking at a totally different light, and that shit gonna be off the chain. Then he gonna have to say something. He can't sit down and not say nothing on it. Because too many people talking about it. We talk about that shit. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't know how true this part is, but I heard at the beginning of the whole shit, Pun and Fat Joe didn't even like each other. And Pun wanted to get at him. Joe didn't want their problems because remember, Pun was a diesel nigga before he's a fat ass nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? And from what I'm understanding, Cuban Link was the middle piece that stopped that.
Right. I remember something like that.
I heard something like that too.
On the jump. Capital punishment? Yeah.
Yo.
And that's why Joe, and if I heard that's why Joe gave up the deal, because Joe knew his back was against the ball. He like, you know what? And it ain't the fact that, you know, I mean, we all know Pun top 3 in my book. I'm sorry if nobody agree, but he top 3 in my book when it comes to lyrics. So he, that was inevitable. But Fat Joe was pretty much back was against the wall. Is either, you know what I mean, do something to shine Pun, or Pun was coming to punish you. That was it.
With the Mac. But yo, that $10 million deal that they got, that was just because of a Pun. You know what I'm saying? The $10 million advance and all that. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden,
yeah. Well, I mean, he wouldn't have got that without him. That way,
right?
Oh,
he wouldn't have got that without him.
Hey,
definitely not.
So what you say is he need a big Pun in order to get anything coming.
Score morally, Fat Joe.
Yo, hold on. Well, here we go.
My thing is this. I mean, and I hate talking about this dude Wack. Nothing against him. Y'all might like the nigga. I hate talking about this dude. But I'm gonna bring this up. When I said
like that nigga.
Wack got one up on New York.
Wack no honey. Fuck that nigga.
Like he got one up on New York because this is a story that should have been out. This is a story that should have been in the limelight. And now y'all got a West Coast nigga who gonna talk about y'all for the rest of his life that's putting this play together.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, but he's talking down on Fat Joe. He's just like talking about the situation. I don't know. It's crazy still, you know.
So now my question is, when they do the movie, is Fat Joe gonna pull a stunt on some? Listen, I don't even want my character in the movie because Fat Joe gonna play a big part in that movie.
He has to be in the movie.
Right, he plays a big part in the movie.
He has to be in the movie.
He plays a very big part in the movie. So now my thing is he gonna bitch up on some? You know what? I don't even want my character or my name has nothing to do with this movie. You think he gonna do that?
He can't do nothing about that. My lawyer already said he can't stop a public figure.
I mean, he can't stop it, but he can stop him from using his name. He can stop him from using his name. He can't stop the movie, but he can stop them from using his name.
I can't remember that part.
All you gotta do is just put a different name to it.
Yeah, I mean, you could put a different name and everybody gonna know who it is. But again, it's the same thing with the BMF thing with Blue Da Vinci. You can put them up and have them be Blue Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? You can have men there that be Blue Da Vinci.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They're more trying to resolve it to see if they can, you know, get him to work with it and stuff.
You know what I mean? And truthfully speaking, I salute Wack for even getting it done, to be honest, because this is a story that should have been out, man. Pun shit should have been out of there. So I salute Wack for doing that. No question.
I'm here 20-some years, bro.
Hold on. We got this. Hold on. We got this nigga behind the bar in the building. You're behind the bar. I see that little funky shit you did with all the memes, nigga, on your channel. That shit was funny as hell, bro. I wish I could do some shit like that. That was a good look, bro. At least you had yourself in there too, so I respect that. Now let's go back to this, y'all. Go ahead. Yeah, he did that.
And my thing is also, why isn't Remy saying nothing? I mean, even though I wouldn't either probably, but she's not saying a word on neither side.
She got money tied in with Fat Joe.
She rocking with Joe. She rocking with Joe.
She ain't gonna say nothing no time soon.
Yeah.
But that was Pun's protege, so it's like,
yeah, exactly. She was with Pun before Fat Joe was existing to her.
Yeah, it's probably conflicting, man.
Yeah, now mind you, she was signed to Foundation Records. She was signed to Pun's label.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, honestly, Liza, we could have we could have jumped her contractually when she got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Over some money, but you know she just got out of jail. We left her alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And now, somebody else was talking about it the other day. And this is what they said. They said, now we want to hear the answers because they said Tony Sunshine got a lot to say about this, and Pistol Pete got a lot to say. I'm dying to do
nothing. He said, Tony Sunshine said he actually got something to say?
From what I'm understanding, I've never seen this. Is just conversation that goes through the airwaves, YouTube, and all this shit here.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Before Charlie Rock got out there and said something, they said the same thing. Charlie Rock
yeah, what did the Beat Nuts got to say about it? The Beat Nuts are big in the game.
Exactly.
Oh, I like to hear what they got to say.
See, Remy not a pawn. Remy made herself a pawn because Remy when she came home, she just gave Fat Joe her ass to kiss. That's real talk.
And but see, that's why I think she had something to say.
I think she did for the first couple of months. I think she did in the very beginning.
Right. But that's why I think she has something to say. Remy know more than what we all know. Of course, we know that. She knows more. And I think
give me a bag.
And I think that's what I think.
Like Fat Joe like that.
And I think that was her resentment before she went to jail. I think that was her resentment. Something that had to do with Pun before she went to jail. That's why she couldn't stand Fat Joe. It ain't had nothing to do with that contract shit. I think it was more to it.
Yo, she's about to sign with G Unit. Her, Shauna, and my cousin Jackie O will be in a group with G Unit.
Right.
A lot of people remember that.
Oh, word.
Yo, Fat Joe put some shit in, put a monkey in a banana in the top of that shit. Well, you want to let her go?
I can believe it.
I don't give a fuck. I'll kiss you never sell another album. She ain't leaving here.
Yo, Fat Joe's the Puerto Rican Diddy, man. Let's just call it like it is, man.
He's a broke Puerto Rican Diddy. He don't got no Diddy money.
No, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely got Diddy money.
But yeah, people really talking about this shit, right?
And just like the song that put him back on the map, all the way up. I heard he took that from French. I heard that was French song first. Now how true that is, I don't know.
Well, he took that from French.
That's the word. I heard that was French song, and Fat Joe took it.
Okay, so check this out. Y'all check this out, y'all. Y'all check this out right here. Y'all check this out.
I mean, the Roger's still out there, but I'm gonna.
He ran to Miami.
That shit jingles, the little bell I got on it. Then maybe, but I haven't jingled 4 hours I've been here. Anyway, the sun went out. I'm frozen again, and this shit's back to fucking, Mr. Frost up your ass again. So while I was here chilling, I noticed I got to take a look at, Fat Joe and Tony Sunshine, Nore, Remy. It was his passing day. When he died, February 7th, 2000. And they chilled, they giggled, they had great times. They even told a story about me. I seen Tony's kind of said the truth, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know the truth, because I did tell you what happened, you know what I'm saying? It was never about me trying to fuck that dude's girl, ever. If y'all remember, there was some young ladies from the labels that came with us to the show. They was all sitting there. And dude and the whole family of them dudes out there in Connecticut, they showed us love the day before. You're right. We was in their house chilling. We seen the actual carousel was gonna get on when we did the parade and all that. There was nothing but love. But when the club and performance night came, what had happened was, shout out to Nino. Nino from Junior Mafia was out there. He saw it. But what had happened was that all I did was go to the table to the young ladies that were there. They all knew me, except homie's wife. Didn't know her, but she was cool. She fed us the whole day. She was mad cool. I was never on it like that. I bought shots for all the ladies. It was just chilling, and they were showing love to me. So I said, let's do a round. You know me with the Henny. So I bought them all shots. She had the shot in her hand. And all the other 6 ladies that were there had a shot. I had my shot. We was about to toast. And homie comes up and gives her the mean grill, gives everybody in there the mean grill, like, you about to do something. I'm like, oh shit. I wasn't even on it, because he was cool today. So I'm not even tripping on it. That's some wifey, hubby shit. I don't get in between that. And she was just having fun. She wasn't doing nothing. She wasn't even trying to, say, come on to me or nothing like that. We was just chilling in a motherfucking VIP section, and not even secluded. It was in the middle of everybody. And homie I think he was a little twisted, or twisted and in his feelings. He said, what the fuck you doing taking shots over here, to her or some that type of shit. I didn't say nothing either. I didn't even get into it. And she was like, I know, we were just here taking a shot, it's nothing. He got on her, he got on her. Like some extra demon time shit with her. Nigga slapped the shot away from her hand. But when the shit, when he slapped the shot out of her hand, the shit got on me. And I didn't even trip. I knew what was going on. Like I said, they showed us love in the crib. I know it's a family quarrel. I'm not going. But at the same time, I want to know what's going on. Like, he saw that shit get on me. I'm the only dude around those 6 young ladies. And he looked at me and he just did this shit. Like, and I was like, nah. She said, I'm sorry, Q. It's not even. I said, no, I'm good. Homie walked away from that table slowly, gangster. I said, excuse me, ladies. Let me follow and ask my man what's going on here. And if he's okay, if he's mad at me, I just want to make sure that he know that we wasn't doing no funny shit. It was just a fucking shot in a club.
Nah, I can't go with that, Paristar. I mean, we all got our own thing with that.
It's not my fault if you fucking jealous of maybe the way or whatever I'm portrayed. That ladies, I'm married at the time, so at the same time, I've always been social. So, dude walks slowly to the bar. I follow him.
Paristar, you can't say that because this was a party, bro.
I said, my brother, what's going on, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? You slapped that shit got on me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Just like that in my face. I said, come on, my G. At least buy me a shot. You know, so I bought all them shots and all of that shit. But you know, you spill my shot, I spilled my shit when you did that. You see, nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm from Brooklyn. Nigga told me that shit, but like in my face, and I'm still like, he might be drunk. You know what I'm saying? He got to be drunk. And he's in his feelings. So he walks away from me again after he tells me that. So I follow him right to the side of the bar again. Excuse me. Excuse me. My brother, I don't know if you, like, are you in the right mind, state of mind? Because, you know, you coming at me a certain way. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's what he said to me. Yeah, what I got? I said, maybe you got it twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the Bronx, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you from Brooklyn. We all the same niggas. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm from Brooklyn. In my face, though, like this, right? With the extra, I'm calm. I'm like, know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm just like, I said, what I'm saying is, I'm from the Bronx over here. Look, I'm from this side of the Bronx, right? Like this. Like this. Like over there. I mean, he's still right here. The hell? And the fucking jaw.
Yo, Mac Bizzle, you got to turn off your YouTube, man.
Starts crawling.
YouTube off.
Now I'm talking to him while he's crawling. You see my nigga? Why you have to? Why you?
Nah, that ain't my YouTube. That ain't mine.
Make me do that. I'm talking to him. Nino, my nigga Nino from Junior Mafia was there. He saw everything.
Don't put that on me, Born.
But he's on the floor crawling, like knocked out, but crawling. And I'm talking to him, and I was about to like kind of help him out, but he was almost on my shit. You know when you bring your teeth like this, and I was like, "Yo, my nigga, why you made me do this shit?" Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck you think you're playing with? So I let him get up. Cause I kind of walked away. That's when Nino came and said, "Yo, Q, man, you crazy, my nigga. Them niggas, they own the club." And I was like, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. It is what it is. A nigga disrespected me. Bow. Well, I'm talking to Nino and all this shit. Like the TS niggas, there wasn't like, and we had some solid niggas, you know, real niggas, my nigga. GQ, Sing, you know what I'm saying? Real niggas, you know what I'm saying? That were there. Official. Like Joe said. You know what I'm saying? And we always got down. No matter if we fucking the minority, you know what I'm saying? Somos pocos pero loco ese. And that's the fucking way, the way we was fucking raised. But now the nigga crawls by the bar underneath the bar entrance, little entrance. He crawls underneath there. He disappears. I'm talking to Nino. All I see is 3 fucking dudes with hoodies. One in the middle with a black hoodie. Niggas, I seen them from deep coming. I think Nino put me on. I said, "Yo, they coming. His brother's coming." Now the brother's the Bichote nigga. That's the one that you know. It is what it is. And then 2 bodyguard niggas with him, or whatever his homies was with him. Like this though, they coming straight to me. I'm there like this. It comes straight to me. The nigga just comes up to me and punching me dead in my face. Bow! I said, "Ooh, yeah." I go like this with my arm. I got that hoodie, but with my left hand, I grab the hoodie. Well, he punched me in my face. I come back with my shit, and I got bang. I hit him right in the face. Now me and him are fucking going like punching each other in the face. Bah, 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 bah. His other 2 homies are trying to get me too. That's when the motherfucking Sir Lancelot, my nigga GQ jumps in. You know what I'm saying? Sing. They all rock with them niggas. They fucking them niggas up. Me and this nigga 1-on-1 like this, hoodie to hoodie, bah, punching each other in the face. Then I fell Like he pushed me because he was a big dude. I was fucking kind of slim at that time. He pushed me over, like you're saying, when he grabbed me, he pushed me like down the floor. When I was falling down, I put my leg in his stomach, and I launched him like a sunny side up shit, whatever, that wrestling move. And I launched him over there. Bah. When I launched him over there, niggas, Terror Squad niggas started blasting him already on some, forget about it. Lil Heck was there. So, they was going to work with him. Now, I get up from the floor. As soon as I get up, I was like, some other niggas snuffed me. Bah. So it was dark. Now the whole club turned. It's like the whole, even the fucking niggas that was it was like, remember that Chris Tucker shit when the Chinese chick, you know what I'm saying? He was in front of the Chinese niggas, like 5 of them. He was like, who kicked me? It was that type of shit. Somebody snuffed me. And then, when I fell on the floor, my fucking sneaker flew off. So now I got one sneaker, a ripped t-shirt, hoodie off, scratches on my neck. And I'm like, when I got up, this nigga snuffed me from the back. Pop. It was dark, and I turned around and was like, y'all niggas is pussy. Show me who did it, faggot. So when I'm doing that shit, these niggas, they're getting busy. You know what I'm saying? The TS niggas is getting busy for real. The real Terror Squad niggas is getting busy. Everybody getting busy. Other niggas, I can't vouch for, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, was GQ, Sing Sing.
Salute to the real Terror Squad.
So niggas was getting busy.
EX Burrow.
Now, I couldn't see everybody. And who comes back?
Little Mario,
and I'm yelling, fuck y'all niggas, in the middle of the fucking, like by the dance floor and the bar. Y'all niggas is pussy. With one shoe, ripped t-shirt on some old fucking, Hulkamania shit. That's just the adrenaline. I mean, I did that before too. It's just always a jump and never could be, you know what I'm saying? Like one-on-one. Niggas always got to do the faggot jumping shit. Anyway, when I'm doing this shit, who comes out of the fucking back of the bar? Because back there was the bar and then the kitchen. He comes out the kitchen. The same nigga I dropped. The crawl back, comes back with the Inspector Gadget. Nigga points it at me. What, nigga? What now? I said, nigga, you pussy. Put that gun down. I'm gonna fuck you up again. What? That's how hyped I was. If I'm lying, I'm fucking dying and flying, nigga. On my word. That's what happened. That nigga looked at me and was like, this, you went from here? He went. When I told him that, he said, chill, Q. What we doing, man? I said, nigga, what the fuck you doing? You pussy, nigga. You started all this shit for nothing, motherfucker. That's when it happened. Then more shit started happening over there. I couldn't see shit. I was going through my own shit. And I'm really mad because I had the sex.
Yeah, what he talking about is he telling a story about how Fat Joe and Tony Sunshine ran and left him when he's getting beat up, when he's getting jumped. To show you how Fat Joe, Fat Joe was loyal to them like that. Fat Joe was only loyal to the money.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah, here we go right here. That's what I'm saying. Here, I don't know.
Right, Joe.
Had that right on the sex. Joe gave me as a was supposed to be bonus present. You know what I'm saying? For my shit. That's I say that. It's another story, but he gave me that for my signing bonus. But I had that car. And I also have my Glock fucking 19 that I brought. And you know who I brought that? Raul. The guy he's talking about. The one he says he had a Dillinger or whatever. He had no Dillinger, nigga. He had my motherfucking Glizzy 19 that I brought on my own fucking shit because I took it. But the problem was that I let this faggot drive. So he has my keys, my gun, because, he was getting it in the club. So he wasn't like my bodyguard, nothing, but he holding it down because he was with me. And that's how we used to do it. But the nigga used my shit to walk and take and run out the back door with Joe. Them niggas broke the fuck out while we still in there. And niggas they caught a bad one. You know what I'm saying? To this day. It was a bad situation for, some of my TS homies, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? My brother. And you know what I'm saying? And to this day, I feel it. So that nigga Joe was halfway back to New York. Then he told me he sent Macho. Macho did come to get us later, because I couldn't get in my car. My car was parked right in front of the club. I couldn't get in because this nigga Raul has my keys. And he took Joe, and my kid. And maybe it worked out for the better, whatever, because if I had that, it would have been fucking crazier. But I know I bought that for something. Now, the president gets escorted. Well, the whole crew stays back there. And Tony Sunshine was underneath the sink.
Hey, yo, is it me? Or do it sound like this story was from somebody who was watching the whole shit and not somebody who was there?
Yo, you echoing. You got your YouTube on the back?
Nah, my YouTube ain't on.
All right, good. Good. Hold up. Let me see. Yo. That's you. Oh, that's Pussy Tut. Yeah, that Pussy Tut. Yeah. They use echo a little bit, bro.
I don't know. Am I echoing now?
Yo.
Yeah, am I echoing now?
Yeah, I hear that.
I don't know. Am I echoing now?
I heard that echo from your line. I hear it on me too now. Somebody definitely got it on.
Yeah, you echoing.
Yo. Oh, no, we don't hear it now. Okay. All right.
It might be mine. I don't know. Is it me?
Yes, you.
No, I was just basically saying the story sounds like this coming from somebody who was watching, not who was participating.
Yo, bro, I got stories too, though, bro. When we banged out, and I remember everything because at the time their back is against the wall. You're seeing everything that's coming along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but the animation talk, you motherfucker, fuck you. Like, come on, man. With nigga with a pistol in your face, come on, man. Like that just doesn't
Yeah, I don't know. When I talk about my old fights, bro, I don't do animation or shit like that because really all that shit off the cuff. Everything's happening. You ain't playing.
right. Everything is happening in real time.
Yeah. But afterwards, you know what I'm saying? You might talk about it. It might be a little animated because you're still pissed about the situation. You're still pissed about your so-called niggas running and leaving you, taking your gun, running and leaving you in a position where you can get killed.
I can go with that.
Yeah. Nah, that's a no-no. That's a no-no, man. You don't leave a man on the battlefield like that. You stand tall.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the conversation. I ain't talking about the leaving part.
Yeah, he animated. He always animated though, bro. He's an artist. You know, artists are animated, man. Always animated, yeah. He talks on the phone, man. Good dude, man, but he's still animated. He is who he is. I
fucks with Cuban all day.
Yeah, I had Cuban on the show a few times. Cuba kept it funky, bro. Real talk. But yeah, I just wanted to, Gongo. So Gongo, you see what I was talking about when I was talking about how Joe crossed everybody that was kind of loyal to him and shit like that? Slugger TV, salute.
Salute, Slugger.
Yo, Twiz. SV Twiz.
I'm right here, boy, and I hear you.
You see that shit though, right? Joe
yeah,
did. Everybody was down when he did dirty.
Yup. That's because it was always a motive at the end. And, sometimes you got people like that be just trying to get people on their team, get the bread off of them, and then, just milk them for what they, earn or bring to the table, then try to kick them to the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's a fact.
Because, I remember vividly that nigga right there, Cuban Link, was Big Pun's little homie, little protege, you know what I'm saying? And for him to do Big Pun and his little homie like that, something's up right there, man.
Yeah, I'm jealous. He probably jealous of Big Pun and Cuban Link relationship.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted to be like more closer to Pun or something like that because he held the umbrella. He held the umbrella over Pun. What does that mean when you hold an umbrella over somebody? What does that signify?
That you they junior.
Right. That nigga was doing all sorts of subliminal goofy shit from the jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta think about it, man. Fat Joe was terrified of Big Pun in the Real Terror Squad. Let's keep it funky, bro. Why do you think he not around? Half of the niggas he's with, 80% of the niggas is gone now. 80% of them niggas are gone, man.
For real. What happened to Tony Sunshine, man? He had the nigga singing the hooks and doing all that.
Tony Sunshine only really still.
Yeah, I think he's still with him.
Still with him? Okay. What about what's the other one? Mike Geronimo? Was it Mike Geronimo?
No, it wasn't Mike Geronimo. Mike Geronimo was from Queens, bro. It was a whole nother group. He was down with Irv Gotti in the one time.
Okay. No, it was the next cat. It was what was the next cat's name, man? He was
I'm
nice
talking about
he was nice.
It was down Fletcher. Oh man, that nigga French Vanilla. I mean, God, French. What's his name? French something. French Montana.
French Montana. Yeah, he was down with the Terror Squad for a bit.
He was down with Fat Joe. There was a few nice niggas in Terror Squad. It was Armageddon. It was Armageddon. A few dudes in Terror Squad. It was nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about French Montana. He wasn't nice with the bars like that. I'm talking about like there's another cat. He was on capital punishment too. He was nice with it.
Armageddon. That's Armageddon. Somebody said Armageddon. Yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, Armageddon was nasty, bro.
Okay.
Armageddon was nasty, but Armageddon and Cuba, I think they still cool. I'm not sure. I gotta ask them. I don't know if they stopped being cool or what, but at one time they were still cool. Your money can turn your best friend into your enemy, man. That's a fact. Bro.
And it was Prospect too.
Your Prospect was nice too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There you go, Gongo. I was looking for you. I'm like, yeah, what Gongo? I was asking a question. I was like, but I was saying, you see how dirty he did all his people, though, right? So when he did that to Liza, why they didn't see when he doing that to Liza, Big Pun's wife, that he would do them just as bad.
I don't know, man. You know what, man? It's in the record industry. You know what I'm saying? Usually, I mean, look. People are pointing fingers at Puff, right? You know what I'm saying? People are pointing fingers at. You know, I hear behind the scenes. You know, the artist.
But yo,
Puff,
at least Puff got receipts giving Miss Wallace at least more than $1 million. I think Puff gave Miss Wallace at least $30 million or something like that. Not saying they were on the same level, but you know.
Nah, Puff got the money. Puff got the money to give. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes it's just bad accounting too. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes Puff's not obligated to pay you. It's like your publisher's obligated to pay you, but Puff got you in that deal. You know what I'm saying? And your publisher could be fucking up the money. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
You know.
So the publisher.
No, I'm telling you, I see. I see it.
Oh, you said Pun had bad publishing?
Yeah, his publisher was the worst.
Wow.
He was the worst one to pick. He was the shystiest one. One of the more shysty ones in the business. Like I said, Trackmasters. He had Trackmasters too. When I was in court with the Pun thing, Trackmasters was in court with him also, because you know they were suspicious of their money being stolen from the same person. Yeah, I mean,
he said Madonna too, right? Madonna too.
Yeah, you could probably just Google his name and put stealing, and then you'll probably see like a bunch of shit. You know what I mean?
God damn it. Ain't that some shit? But I feel where Charlie Rock's coming from morally. You know what I'm saying? If it even if it's ain't on paper, like, come on, bro. Your best artist, family's in the shelter, and you can't do shit? Nah, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't want to be. A lot of people just don't want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? They feel they're overstepping boundaries or something.
Yeah,
they just don't want to be in the middle. I mean, this ain't the '90s or early 2000s where Terror Squad's gonna come and beat you down and get a van at you or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like that. I mean,
exactly. You're in the court of a public opinion right now. Like, people are gonna have their opinions, but what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, bro.
Like I said, I want to see. I mean, it'd be great if he made a statement. It'd be great if he made a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I spoke to Liza, you know, everything's good from here or something, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this could all wither away. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, you know what? The worst part about it is you disrespected your brother's wife to the utmost. No respect, no love, no love, no loyalty. That's the biggest part, man. That's a shame.
I mean, honestly, it was all.
Yo, the music business more cutthroat than the streets. God damn it! That's like a nigga getting locked up for you, and you don't put no money on his books. Like, hold on, baby.
A lot of people like Joe. I mean, one person told me, like, you know, the Joe I know wouldn't do that these days. Would do that these days. He wouldn't do that. You know, like, you know, he was younger. Blah blah blah. You know, that's what, you know, people call me with excuses and shit. Maybe that is the case. You know, he's older.
Everybody got excuses. Excuses like assholes. Everybody got them.
Right? Like, yo, come on, dog. I bet you Chris Rivers don't even want to speak about that. He's embarrassed. Like, where's that to be even associated with this bullshit?
Look at the Nisi Pooh. What's up? What's up, Nisi Pooh?
Yeah, I just want to say hi.
What's up, Nisi Pooh? Nisi Pooh. What's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hello, spoil yourself.
We ain't messing with no big Fat Joe messing with Big Pun's money. Nah, we ain't messing with that.
Nah, but sure. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming up, man. I wanted to bring this out, man, because it's out there. Hey, yo, Gongo, I'm gonna be doing another interview with Hip Hop News Uncensored. They'll be interviewing me again Wednesday, so it should be out. It should be coming out during the week. Yeah, they interviewed me once already.
Oh wait, you doing it? You already did it? I know. I already saw that. I saw like one or two things.
Yeah, no, they're doing another one Wednesday.
Okay, it's the same one, or you got to film it still?
I do another one. We're doing another one.
Okay,
a new one.
On what?
Just different stuff in the industry. I guess my life and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what I noticed, Quan, though? A lot of these content creators is piggybacking off of your shit, bro.
Why you say that?
See, you did like 2 weeks ago. They're doing it now, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
the whole Charlie Rock thing and all that. So
yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up, man. You know how we do. Yeah, I salute y'all for coming up. And your Gongo, we're gonna holler because I need to holler at you about something on the phone. All right, salute to everybody. FB Twiz. My boy, the Mac Mizzle. FB Twiz. I'm at you, bro.
All right, cool. I'll holler at you more. Peace.
No doubt. Please. Hold on. Let me get my boy up in here real quick. Christian, the Prince of New Jersey. Btbtv. Let's see. There we go, right here.
Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas. What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Christian. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it.
Christian. Christian, man. Yo, boy, let's get him, man. Yeah.
Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. Btbtv, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Always F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill. Long as y'all don't violate, but it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, pushed and shut my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting the jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we come for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
Btbtv. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Yo, before I go, let me say peace to the 5% Nation of Guys and Nerves. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv, we bully the bullies. I'm the honorable host, born divine, almighty Allah. And we ain't no bloods or no crips. We doing our own thing. Btbtv that started his own game. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah. Peace.